So Kristen already kind of alluded to the TAC4 grant, but just to reinforce things, this is a part of the overall TAC4 grant. Our piece for the Arise project alone was $1 million, just because we're sharing that with all 16 colleges. So that's what's paid for the handouts and everything else that's a part of it. Kristen said it's shared with all 16 colleges, it's across disciplines, and that's really what we're going to focus on today. I know we have a lot of nursing faculty attending, but we're also going to be showing the MA scenarios, the EMT scenarios, the respiratory therapy scenarios. So we have cross disciplines that way. Our goal, the grant deliverable, was 150, and Sarah, we are currently at
103.
So we have 20 some in progress right now. So we're getting very close to our deliverable, which is due end of March of 18.
Yes, and when Kim and I started, I think how many were done? Four? Yeah, so we've gotten a lot done in the time that we've been here. It's been quite a task to get all those done and uploaded into what we needed to do, for sure. So I want to talk a little bit about augmented reality and why we decided this was important for the project. So I really love this picture. I don't know how many of you actually have Petey, this mannequin, in your labs. He is the scariest mannequin ever created. And so when you go into a scenario and that's what you see, it freaks us out, let alone, the students as they walk in. So we all know that while simulation is what we're supposed to be doing from a best practice standpoint, there are still limitations to what there is involved with that. So to go in and try to pretend that that's a real patient can be really hard and intimidating for people because he's scary. So that's one of the reasons we thought if we can figure out a way in order to make our patients a little bit more realistic and a way to bring that realism into the scenario for students before they start, then maybe it would be a little bit more of a real environment for them.
Plus, I feel it really makes it more patient-centered when we have videos of actual people talking, sharing their story. We're all storytellers, humankind is storytellers, and it brings those students in and engages them into the scenario.
So the way we really think of augmented reality, there's two ways. The industry thinks of it as one way, and it's really like overlaying a piece of something onto something else in the actual physical environment in order to change the way it looks. And we realized that as part of our grant, that was really kind of limiting. We weren't going to be able to take big pictures and overlay it on their face. The technology was really expensive at that point, and it wasn't something we'd be able to do. So we really tried to figure out ways where we could take, like you see here, my grandma, she still thought until she passed, but she thought that yellow line was actually real, and she wondered every day, how do they move that yellow line down the field? And to explain that to her was like trying to explain cell phones to grandparents. So we had to figure out a way in order to make that environment become real.